You do not want to go to the corner, and guess where the Panthers were? In the corner. That's why they get easily trapped in that corner, and Brack was forced to call a timeout to keep possession.
So with 3:19 to go here in the fourth quarter, North Crowley with a 46-36 lead. And Panther fans, we just want to remind you, don't forget, if your North Crowley Panthers are victorious on Friday night home games in January and February, you are invited to join the team after the game in the team room at the Buffalo Wild Wings on Hewlin Street for a post-game get-together and replay of the game. A portion of the proceeds will benefit the North Crowley men's basketball program, and it's a good opportunity to get out and hang out with the North Crowley Panthers basketball team. Once again, that's at Buffalo Wild Wings after home Friday night wins in January and February.
Doggone, Brian, let's just make that a date. We're going to win every Friday night, so just meet us at Buffalo Wild Wings on a Friday night.
Sounds like a great plan to me. And in case you didn't know, the district schedule for the Panthers works out every Friday night as a home game, every Tuesday night as an away game. So catch us here on the podcast on Tuesday nights, and then come catch the Panthers at home on Friday nights and head to Buffalo Wild Wings afterwards. Sounds like a plan. North Crowley inbounds. McLeod gets it to Banks. Banks operates against Dotson. Babb comes over to the trap, but Banks runs away from it. He gets it into the front court. Finds Torrance Neal alone on the right wing. Neal into the lane, kicks to Boone in the left corner. Boone with the inbounds pass to Webb. Poked away by Garrett. Webb touched it last, however, it's going to belong to Martin. Going back with a defensive substitution, Simmons, Young, and Odier's check into the game for the Panthers.
Yeah, I was impressed by the ball movement on that one. Panthers did a good job moving the basketball around, just trying to force that ball into the block to Webb. Just got to tip that out of bounds.
Chad Jordan will inbound for Martin. Gets it into Iltz. Banks got a piece of it, forced Iltz over into the corner. There's Young over to trap as the Panthers get that full court pressure. Get it over to Jordan, operating against McLeod. Jordan gets it into the front court, gets into the lane, takes a shot just inside the free-point line, no good. Babb with the attempted dunk putback, no good. McLeod with the rebound, and we're going the other way. McLeod tries to go up the sidelines, and he's going to step out of bounds. Iltz wasn't giving him an inch. McLeod couldn't get around him. Ball out of bounds. It'll belong to the Warriors.
Let's hope this keeps up. Panthers are giving the basketball back to Martin a couple times. Martin hadn't been able to do anything with it. That missed dunk by Babb.
Once again, time on the Panthers side. They've got a 10-point lead with 2.5 to go. Babb brings it up against Simmons. Dotson gets it to Iltz at the top of the key. Back into the wing to Dotson, whose three-point attempt, no good. And there's the rebound by Rod Young. Young gets it to Banks. Banks brings up against Iltz. To the center circle, gets past Iltz and into the front court. Now pulls it back out. Iltz on him. Banks at the top of the key. Now has Dotson on him as they switch. McLeod operates up near midcourt. He's got Babb on him.
Panthers are hoping to chew some clock up here. They're hoping to spread the floor. They're going to look to attack it. Brackle's reminding the officials and the Panthers that Martin only has 5 fouls on him. Get to the glass. Get to the free throw line.
Banks dribbles in, gets Dotson back on him again. Now he's up near half court, gets past Dotson and into close to the lane. Now pulls back out, gets it over to McLeod, who works against Banks. We've got a 1.5 to go. McLeod dribbles back up. He's got Babb on him, and Babb forced to foul as the clock just keeps on ticking. 1.5 to play. It's North Crowley 46, Arlington Martin 36.
They had a foul to give there. Plemons is reminding them to foul, stop the clock. They're having trouble covering our quick guards as they dribble the ball, trying to eat some of this clock up.
North Crowley goes in with Webb, Boone, Neal. There's the inbounds to Banks. Banks loses it in the backcourt. Does a great job hustling after it, however, able to tap it over towards McLeod, who comes up with the loose ball. Good hustle by Banks after the initial turnover.
Boy, Caleb did. That was one of those, you turn the ball over, you do everything you can to go back and get it back, and that's exactly what he did.
Foul called against Martin, and that'll put McLeod on the line to shoot 1-on-1. North Crowley goes back with their defensive lineup, get a little size in there. Odier, Simmons, and Young checking into the game. They're there with Banks and McLeod.
And this is where the Panthers are going to earn this victory from the free throw line right here. It's a 1-and-1. Jalen needs to knock these down.
First one drops for McLeod.
The only hope Martin has right now is to stop the clock, and that means they're going to get the ball off the made free throw or rebound, push down the floor, score, and then they're going to have to foul the Panthers.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it'll belong to Martin. Boone into the game for the Panthers as Simmons takes a seat. Jordan struggling to get it inbounds. He finally finds Babb on the left sideline working against Young. Boone comes over for the trap. Back to Jordan. Jordan to Babb.
The Panthers
gets it in the front court to Jordan.
Panthers do not want to foul in this situation.
Dotson goes baseline, and he gets the basket up over Boone. Once again, you're absolutely right, Billy Jack. Boone did not want to foul. Stood straight as an arrow, and Dotson able to get it up and over. 38-47, Panthers in the lead. Under a minute to go. McLeod operates in the backcourt. Gets it past all of the Warriors. Kicks out behind the three-point line to Odier. Smart play by the Panthers. They're looking to run that clock.
At this level, you don't have to tell these kids. You're looking for one of two things. You're looking for an uncontested layup or dunk, or you're looking for a free throw. That's exactly what you want right now. Great job by Jalen to pull that back out, realizing he didn't have an uncontested layup. Pulls it back out, and he gets fouled, and now he's going to the free throw line.
Free throw no good. Rebound goes to Babb. McLeod and Young trapping in the backcourt against Babb. McLeod able to get a piece of it. Young hustling over to try to get the ball, but he steps out of bounds. It'll belong to Martin. You know, with 33 seconds, it's got to be a little disheartening that Martin's still struggling to bring the ball up.
Absolutely. The Panthers have to keep up the pressure. Just don't foul, don't foul, don't foul.
Babb operates against Young. McLeod comes over to help. Pass just inside the top of the key, and Chad Jordan able to knock down the shot. That's going to make it 47-40, North Crowley. Martin takes a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. North Crowley a 7-point lead with 24 seconds to play. What are they talking about in that huddle, Coach?
Well, Martin's talking about full court pressure. They're going to full court press. They're going to try to trap the ball and then get the Panthers to turn the basketball over. With 24 seconds left, you don't have very much time to work with. You get the steal or the deflection right off the inbounds of the next pass. After that, you got to foul. You got to stop the clock. You don't have a choice. North Crowley's talking about you got to get the ball in bounds. You got to get the ball in bounds. Don't get to a corner. Don't get yourself in trouble. Make sure you have an out. Use your dribble. Up and under. Use a pass. Just stay away from any turnovers and just hold it because Martin has no choice but to foul you and send you to the free throw line.
North Crowley Panther cheerleaders out in force tonight. Nice to see them out supporting the Panthers, doing a couple of tumbling runs in this timeout. It's 47-40 North Crowley with 24.3 seconds left to go in this game. North Crowley trying to hang on. Really, the difference in this game seemed to be made in the third quarter. North Crowley came out with a 15-2 run in the third quarter to put them ahead, and they've been able to hang on from there.
That's exactly what that big 0 for 11 run from the field for Martin has really, really put them behind, and that's why they're digging, trying to get out of that hole.
Nick Boone will inbound for the Panthers. And
exactly.
Struggling to get it inbounds. North Crowley wisely calls timeout.
I was afraid they weren't going to get it to us there. You only have 5 seconds to inbound it. And it's a pretty liberal 5 seconds. They don't start the count immediately, but you've got 5 seconds to inbound it. And we were struggling to get the ball in. Bracco had to scream for the timeout so we don't get that 5-second call and turn the basketball over.
Well, this is Radio Crowley ISD. You're listening to Brian Benton and Billy Jack McLaughlin, and we're calling a whale of a game. It's the number 9 team in the state of Texas, North Crowley Panthers, against the number 18 team in the state of Texas, the Arlington Martin Warriors. North Crowley looking to extend their 74-game district winning streak, and they've got a 7-point lead with 24.3 seconds to go. They're going to be inbounding the ball.
What you're looking at something like this also, Brian, you're going to go – North Carolina will come out with 4 across around that free throw line. What you'd like to see is someone break deep, a little long pass for a layup, but that's not your number one concern. Your number one concern is get the basketball in bounds. Get the basketball in bounds. And Martin has to be so aggressive, and they have to really try and cover up that this is when it lends themselves for an easy layup on the other end if you do this right.
Nick Boone will inbound the ball for the Panthers. Boone throws to McLeod. It's poked out by Babb. It'll still belong to the Panthers. 24.1 to go. Boone from the sideline. Finds McLeod breaking deep. McLeod gets it into the front court. He is fouled. That one's going to go against Babb. McLeod's going to go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. That's the Warriors' 9th team foul, the 4th on Babb.
You want to get the ball in the hands of your best free throw shooters. Jalen does a good job at the free throw line. But you'll notice in something like get the ball in bounds like that, Jalen's going to dribble it around because he knows they have to foul me. They have to foul me. I get to go to the free throw line.
McLeod knocks down the first. He's got 21 on the night.
It's turned into a 3-possession game now for Martin with 21 seconds left.
Second one is good for McLeod. Now it's going to be 3 3-pointers to get back in because it's a 9-point game.
Keep up the full court pressure. Don't foul, don't foul, don't foul.
Iltz to Jordan. Jordan gets in the left wing to Dotson. Dotson drives against McLeod, gets the shot up and off the bank. Dotson's been using the bank to great effectiveness tonight, but it's 42-49, 7-point game with 8 seconds to play. Arlington Martin takes their final timeout. It's a full timeout.
That's a good job defensively by the Panthers. You like to see that. It took them 13 seconds to get the ball down the floor to score 2 points. Well, they need 9, and they don't have enough time to score every 13 seconds. So Panthers doing a good job defensively, keeping the ball in front, pressuring, and no fouls, no fouls, no fouls. Now, again, go 4 across, get the ball inbounds, what you're looking for. If that long pass to a free layup is there, take it, but that's not necessarily what you're looking for.
Martin fans may have decided this one's out of reach as they start filing towards the exits with 8 seconds left to play. I don't think we'll have any danger of North Crowley thinking this one's out of reach, however. Play till that final buzzer. 49-42 North Crowley. 8 seconds left to go. Panthers inbounding full court. McLeod, Webb, Banks, Neal, and Boone for the Panthers. Jordan, Dotson, Iltz, Babb, and inbound goes to McLeod. He's fouled in the backcourt. He'll go to the line to shoot the double bonus, as that's the 10th foul on Martin. 1.8 seconds elapsed, 6.2 to go.
And their only hope is that Jalen can't knock either one of these down. They get the rebound, push down the floor, hit a 3 call. Well, they don't have any timeouts left. They're really in trouble. Panthers done a really good job so far.
That foul was the 5th on Babb. Burke will check into the game for the Warriors. Babb takes a seat. Rod Young also into the game for the Panthers. McLeod knocks down the first. And the second one also good for McLeod. Kevin Simmons will check into the game for the Panthers.
Once again, a three-possession game, 9 points down. Martin just doesn't have enough time to do anything with it.
Inbound goes to Hamler. Hamler kicks to the corner to Dotson, whose three-point attempt at the buzzer is no good. Your final score